Hey video friends, welcome back to my channel. Liz Clever from Closetplayimage here. It's great to spend some time with you today, and today, rather than being in my closet or in my office, I'm in my backyard because I'm thinking summer and I'm thinking travel and packing and beach. If you watched last week's video, I'll link it below because I got to run away kind of for a quick overnight with my bestie. And yeah, but there was lots of drama, but she got there and we got there and we had a wonderful time. So thank you. And yes, what did I forget? Well, I did mention at the end of the last video, but it was my PJs that I forgot. If you didn't stay all the way to the end, now you know it was my pajamas. But it is kind of that season. It's that travel season. And even if you're not traveling yet, Memorial Day weekend is coming up in just a few weeks. That's kind of the kickoff for those of you who don't live here in the US. Memorial Day weekend is kind of the unofficial start of summer. I know summer doesn't technically start until June here in the Northern Hemisphere, but summer in the US unofficially starts Memorial Day weekend. So I'm thinking, oh, of course, because every time I turn on the camera, whatever it is that makes my nose itch, I don't know what it is. Anyway. And I want to share a couple things with you today. So I want to talk a little bit about travel, kind of beachy packing, and kind of beachy style as well. And I want to share with you one of my favorite YouTube channels because they're all kind of tied in, and I'll see if I can tie it all in here. So as I was getting ready to pack my bag, I sorted that out and just did it. And then I was watching, I think it was when I got home, a video on one of my favorite YouTube channels, which is Parisian Vibe, and I will link it down below. And it was about vacation looks or beach vacation looks or something. I'll link the channel and the video that I'm talking about down below in the description for you. And so this was like, you know, you're going to the beach in France, in southern France, right? And so they said they were talking about five pieces that you need to have with you when you go to the beach. And so it made me reflect on what I took and whether these were pieces I took. And then it got me thinking a little more deeply. So let's talk about the five pieces. So I'm gonna have to read them off here because I don't have them memorized. One was a pair of easy white shorts. Okay. I mean, if I'm gonna travel with a white bottom, maybe a pair of white shorts, especially if I can do laundry there, then it certainly works. Pop of color, red. Something in gingham. In her case, it was a gingham dress. It was so cute. It had been her mother's. And then beach/flat sandals. And then something in a relaxed bohemian vibe. And this is the last piece is what got me kind of thinking a little more deeply about the whole going to the beach thing. So did I have any of these pieces with me? Did I have easy white shorts? No. I thought about my white shorts when I was packing, and I decided that no, I didn't want to travel with a white bottom, right? Or I could have, maybe it was my white jeans. Anyway, I do have white shorts, and they're not in my wardrobe yet, but they will come in for summer for sure. Which it's time for me to actually be thinking about that. Might have to tie that in at the end as well here. We'll see. Number two, pop of color, red. Well, I brought my red dress, right? I could have just brought a red scarf. And you know what? Actually, I did. I had my red bandana with me because I always travel with a bandana. I know that sounds really weird. I travel with a pocket knife, obviously not if I'm flying, but I always travel with a bandana because it is just the most multi-purpose kind of thing you can take. It started when our boys were little and we were traveling internationally like sometimes 6+ times a year. And everybody had a bandana. It was either on their body when we left or attached to their backpack or through their belt loops or whatever, because it can be a hand towel when you use a public bathroom that has no paper towels, because I mean, all the time. And sometimes the dryers don't work, if they even had dryers, right? So it can dry your hands. It can be a napkin. It can go around your neck to protect the back of your neck from sun. It can be a hairband. My sons didn't need it, but like I could tie my hair up with it if I forgot, you know, in order to wash my face. Like, so multi-purpose. I can tie it into a little pouch to be a handbag or a little evening bag, a little bandana flavored evening bag, right? So yeah, I never travel without a bandana. Just don't do it. Pop a color if you need it around your neck, right? Okay, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, always travel with a bandana. Never know. Oh, tourniquet, if somebody gets hurt. I mean, God forbid we should go there. Knock on faux wood. Knock on faux wood. I got lots of faux wood out here and no real wood. Okay, I'll knock on wood. Okay, pop of, so 1, easy shorts. 2, pop of color red. 3, gingham. In her case, it was a dress. I did not travel with any gingham, so that wasn't there. I do have a top. I could have brought my gingham bathing suit. I did not. Beach or flat sandals, for sure. Traveled with a pair of flat sandals. I ended up wearing my leopard ones. I think I decided that in the video as well. So I had my little leopard flat sandals because I could wear them with my shorts. I could wear them with my red dress to be super cute. So yeah, there we go. So that was good. And then this last one is what really got me thinking. And her outfit was a white, like tiered, I think it was like a white tiered skirt and a white cami that made looked like a white dress. And it was relaxed bohemian outfit, something relaxed bohemian. And I thought about how so often when we think about beach or vacation style, we think bohemian, like boho style. And this is my struggle, okay, personally. This is not necessarily your struggle. If boho appeals to you, knock your socks off. Love it. Love it for you. If you love it, I love that journey for you. If that's what you love, then great. I, on the other hand, am not a boho style girl, which is one of the reasons, like when we go to the beach or we go to even the mountains, you get this too. There is so much boho style out there in vacation places that I struggle, right? It's like, no, most of the stuff does not appeal to me because I am not a boho style girl. It's not my style vibe. I might have a little bit of kind of boho jewelry. There might be an accessory here or there that feels kind of boho, but it is not it doesn't fit in with my personality style, right? It's not how I reflect feminine and relaxed. For me, feminine, relaxed, boho is not the way I do it. So there's other ways to combine feminine and relaxed without getting that boho style. So yeah, but beach/vacation style so often, either in the destination or when you're looking at like packing guides or whatever, are so often geared to one of kind of 3 different style vibes that I want to talk about. And they're not necessarily personality style archetypes like I think of them, how I've been trained and how I talk to my clients about it, but they are combinations and ways to create. They are combinations of different style archetypes and different pieces of them pulled together. So one is that boho thing that I talked about. The second, which is the Costal Grandma vibe. And I've written a blog post about Costal Grandma. I'll actually put that down below as well. Costal Grandma doesn't resonate with me. It tends to be a little too loose and flowy, and I prefer my clothes a little more fitted. The color palette is great for me, at least sort of great, depending. If I veer more toward the grays than the khakis, right? So yeah, so that can work for me, but I'm not a huge Costal Grandma fan. Got nothing against the movies, just don't love the whole Costal Grandma look. And then the other kind of style vibe that you often see associated with beach or vacation is super preppy, right? Very preppy. And none of those feel authentic to me, right? None of those feel authentic to me. So how do I think about it when I'm traveling? Which is where this kind of goes on. And I'm gonna wrap this up here in just a second because you've been with me forever, and thank you. So the trick is, I'm starting to think about my summer style. And summer style so often has that beach/vacation flavor. But what do you do if you're style and you live a relaxed lifestyle, right? I mean, it looks like I live a pretty relaxed lifestyle. I'm not going to an office every day, right? And I'm definitely not working in finance or law. So how do you do that if you don't love the boho thing and not the preppy thing and not necessarily the Costal Grandma thing, but you still want to feel relaxed? Well, I'm taking my cues. I think this is going to be a big style inspiration for me for this summer, is I'm going to take my style cues from the, let's put it this way. I think I'm going to probably do a little French coastal staycation. And I think I'm going to focus that staycation on southern France, Mediterranean. And we'll see where that takes me style-wise. I'll probably end up pulling together a little 10-piece capsule. And maybe I'll use a little bit of this to base it on. White shorts for sure, pop a red, gingham, okay. Probably don't actually need a bathing suit, but okay, I'll throw my gingham bathing suit in there, maybe a gingham top. Beach and flat sandals for sure. The relax, yeah, whatever. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to working on my summer capsule, which is kind of coming up. And are you feeling, now I realize this is only for us Northern Hemisphere peeps, how are you feeling about summer and summer style? What do you like for summer? Do you like to dive into those bright colors and that are so common? Not common, I don't say that negatively, so popular, there's the word I should probably use, so popular for summer? Or are you more of a neutrals girl? Do you struggle with all the bright colors? What do you like for your summer style? How do you like to feel for summer? These are all kind of things to reflect on. If you are in the Southern Hemisphere and you're about to head into winter, where do you want your winter style to be going? How are you feeling about that? Is there anything in particular that's inspiring you? So just trying to kind of get your wheels turning for both summer and or winter, if you're one of my Southern Hemisphere friends, for your winter style. Yeah. Is there anything in particular that's inspiring you? I'm excited to kind of explore a little bit. I've started pinning on a board some staycation ideas for my little Southern France staycation. I'll have to throw a wading pool back here and do that. So yeah, so we'll that's how I'm gonna get that little vibe, a little niçoise salad. So yeah, I'm starting to work on that. I'll pin that board down below as well. And I've done in the past, I did a Capri staycation quite a few years ago, and I'll put the posts about that down below as well, just in case. Maybe you're feeling more Capri. Maybe you're feeling a little more caprese than niçoise. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. And yeah. It has been so good to spend a little time with you today, because your time is precious and any of you spend with me is a gift. Stay safe and sound, sane and stylish, and I will see you again next week.